Run, Christian, run. Let's recap yesterday's sermon and bring it into application. So, Irene preached on 1 Corinthians 9 at the end of the chapter where Paul says the Christian life is like running. Let's get to it. Chapter 9, verse 24. Do you not know that in a race all the runners run, but only one receives the prize? So run that you may obtain it. Every athlete exercises self-control in all things. They do it to receive a perishable breath, but we an imperishable. So I do not run aimlessly. I do not box as one beating the air, but I discipline my body, keep it under control, lest after preaching to others, I myself should be disqualified. And then in chapter 10, he starts to point at the people of Israel who actually, got disqualified at times. So let's make some points. Number one, don't run your Christian life with a minimum mindset. Living this Christian life with the idea of how can I run to not be disqualified? Like, what's the minimum time that I need to spend with God to not lose my faith? That is, first of all, it's not fun. You lose the taste for living with Jesus anyways. Secondly, it's not going to lead to the results that you want. Go hard after God. Run with all you have. If you think of the athletes that actually are doing 100-meter sprints, all of them have the idea or the fixed thought, I am running to win this 100%. Obviously, one is going to win. Not everybody's going to win, but everybody gives it their all. None of them is actually just jogging or going like, yeah, let me see how slow I can go so I'm not disqualified. Number two, if Paul had to discipline himself, be focused, Christian. Run with eyes on the prize. Run forward. Paul then in chapter 10, just the verses after, by the way, start to talk about the people of Israel, how they actually got distracted in the desert. They got distracted with their own sinful desires, with lust, with the, the distraction of eating and drinking, with idolatry. There were so many things that were just distracting them. And Paul says, I am not running aimlessly. Running aimlessly is the sin of idolatry. It's when you start to add things to God, when God becomes at the same level as other things. And the issue with all of those things, or most of those things with idolatry, is that they're good things, but they're misplaced. Food is a great thing, but God, if food becomes God, this is not good. If wine is a great thing to taste, well, but if wine is your God, you will die, right? So Paul warns the Corinthians from idolatry, which is when we elevate things that should be under God at the same level, and we start to kind of negotiate. So we have God in a little corner for Sunday or for our, quote unquote Christian life, but then there's many, many other things that we also, look after, and we keep little gods in our lives. That's a danger. And Paul then later on in chapter 10 says, flee from it, run from it, Christian. And that's the point. Focus. Run from the things, away from the things that are distractions. I told you it would be hard. Okay. Number three, the promise. God is faithful. God is faithful. God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond your ability. But with the temptation, He will also provide the way of escape that you may be able to endure it. Temptations sometimes feel like, you cannot resist it. I don't know who said it first, but there's this quote, I can resist all things except temptation. That's not true. That's a lie. God always has created an exit strategy for everybody who's being tempted. And so, Christian, if you are getting tempted, look forward to Jesus. That, my friend, is the application. Run hard, run undistracted, run with the eyes forward. God bless you. Have a wonderful day.